Set a default folder for Windows Explorer pinned taskbar icon in Windows 7. Using Windows 7. I have a Windows Explorer icon pinned to my taskbar. When no Explorer window is open, clicking it takes me to Libraries, a folder that I never use. Is there a way to set a default folder to show here? I already followed the steps in the vaguely related question, is there a way to set up a default folder for Windows Explorer? But it had no effect. Indeed, a comment there suggested it no longer works in Windows 7.
With all Windows Explorer windows closed, hold down Shift and right-click the Windows Explorer icon that is pinned to the taskbar. Select Properties from the menu. On the Shortcut tab, the Target field is probably. Add a space and the path to the folder you want to be your default. I changed my target to. Quotation marks around the folder path are only necessary if the path contains a space.
From this article, trick to open computer or documents as default instead of Libraries folder with Windows Explorer on Windows 7. For user who doesn't actually use Libraries, or prefer Windows Explorer to open up My Documents, or even Computer, the highest level view that shows all drives available on the computer, this trick will set Windows Explorer to open and show the Prefer folder by default. In Windows 7 Start menu, right-click on the Windows Explorer shortcut, typically store inside All Programs and GT, Accessories, and then select Properties. On Windows 7 taskbar, hold down Shift key, and then right-click on the Windows Explorer icon, and then select Properties. If you already have one or more Windows Explorer windows open, right-click on the Windows Explorer icon, and then right-click on the Windows Explorer link again to click on Properties, as illustrated below. In the Target text box under Shortcut tab, change the value to one of the following to open either Documents or Computer by default. To make Documents as default folder to open by Windows Explorer upon launching. %systemroot %\explorer.exe/n, column 450D8 fa add 2511D098A808003661B1103. To make Computer as default folder to open by Windows Explorer upon launching. %systemroot %\explorer.exe/e, column 20D04 Fa03 EA1069 A2D8080002B30309D. Click OK when done. Now, Windows 7 Explorer will open Documents or Computer directly. Skipping and bypassing Libraries, depends on what you set or configure on initial run.
All of these solutions result in an extra instance of the Explorer.exe process each time the modified shortcut is used, and they accumulate until you log off. A simpler and better solution is simply to replace all of the Windows Explorer.lnk shortcuts throughout the system with an ordinary folder shortcut named Windows Explorer.lnk that points to whatever folder you've chosen. Here's a little procedure that does this for Windows 7 and 8, where the replacement shortcut points to the %userprofile folder. The standard admonition should you try this is to first make a restore point as a precaution. This URL. Once unzipped, you can use 7-zip to look inside the resulting exe, which is a 7zsfx, and see what it does and that nothing nefarious is inside.
Comb through everyone's solutions here, and follow the link provided by Mapper to find the solution without creating extra instances of Windows Explorer. Pin Windows Explorer to the taskbar library, if it's not already pinned. Create a My Computer shortcut onto the desktop, drag computer from Start menu to desktop. Change the name of the computer shortcut to Windows Explorer. If desired, change the icon by right-clicking in GT, Properties and GT, Shortcut tab in GT, change icon in GT, select the normal Windows Explorer icon. Navigate to see users \% user %/ of data / roaming / Microsoft / Internet Explorer / quick launch / user pin / taskbar. Copy the new Windows Explorer shortcut that you just created on the desktop into the folder.